Hey everybody, this is Tammy from Southern California coming to you again. I wanted to continue my talk yesterday on thoughts. I wanted to kind of expand on when thoughts are good because we want to manifest things in our life that are really good, and our thoughts can actually help us manifest what we want in life. Sorry, I'm gonna swing. Maybe I shouldn't because I find myself I'm swinging. Um, I'm Anyways, my morning was a mess. Alexa didn't work. She didn't wake me up this morning, and because my internet wasn't on for some reason, my phone alarms didn't work either. I'm not sure why. So I'm going back to the old-fashioned alarm clocks and going to not rely so much on the Wi-Fi anymore. That was a lesson learned. But I wanted to talk about manifesting and how your thoughts can manifest things. Now, yesterday I talked about your thoughts not being who you are. And, thoughts are not reality, okay? But there are certain things, like let's say we want to manifest a tight body, okay? And we can't always work out. We can actually think, there's been studies done, and if you do, and there's like when athletes get injured, they are taught and they are told to do their normal routines in their minds and keep doing that every day as if they would. And when the athletes return to after their injury is healing and they come back into the field and then come back to practice, they actually are still very strong and still physically able to do a lot of the things, although their muscles atrophy a little. It has been shown that when you, like let's say you sit there and you just think about doing deadlifts, and you think about doing them every day, it's actually shown that you can actually tone your legs and your bum or whatever it is you're working on just by thinking about it. Isn't that kind of scary? So, well, it's true, your thoughts aren't reality. Your thoughts can manifest. And there's one thing that we say when we're entrepreneurs. A lot of us entrepreneurs, we start from nothing. We have to fake it till we make it. And part of that is believing in ourselves and believing that, okay, I've already done this when we're still working on it. And it's a way to train our mind for success through the failures. So on our journey to, let's say we have a goal of making $1 million, and we want to do it within 3 years. Okay, that's not too tough of a goal, but it is tough enough that it's going to take a lot of work, time, dedication, devotion, aspiration, sweat, tears, and everything else, right? But a lot of the things I know when I was building my real estate business, there were a lot of things I'd never done before. And I had to come across, I had all the training, but I had to come across as an expert at doing things. Although I had done some stuff in real estate, there were other things I had not done before. And you had to fake it till you make it. And I don't mean a lie, but I do mean you have to exude a presence about you that you're confident in what you're doing. And you need to just get out there and do it. And you can't, one of the, Nancy, I'm going to mention you. Hi, Nancy. She wanted me to talk about some of the failures. And she talked about talking and calling. Well, I want to share with you, when I started my real estate journey, I had to build a buyer's list. And of course we have to be on the phone all the time when we're building a buyer's list and finding sellers and buyers, responding to Craigslist ads and back page ads and all of the stuff we do to build our business, recruiting people, and I actually trained people, and I had interns. So this required a lot of talking on the phone. Now for me, I was terrified to talk on the phone, and I'll tell you why. When I started, I told you this, I had a baby, I had a toddler, and I was homeschooling my 8 and 9-year-old. I think that's how old they were at the time. And of course the house was always loud, Okay, you have kids, you have loud, you have if one kid is quiet, there's another kid crying, and you're on the phone, and I got terrified because I was thinking people are going to think I'm so unprofessional. I'm going to call, one of the kids are going to be noisy, the baby's going to start crying. And so when I first started off, it took me a good 3.5, 4 months for me to actually make a call. I mean, I'd make the call, somebody would answer, I'd hang up the phone, I would not do the call. um, so it took a lot of me failing and going, oh no, I'm afraid, to actually make that first phone call happen. And then when it happened, of course, the kids were loud, there was stuff in the background, and I just said, I'm sorry, I'm doing this, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I also homeschool. Please forgive the kids in the background. If this bothers you, I can call you back at a later time. And 99% of the people were very supportive, or they had kids or grandkids or what have you, and we had a conversation about kids at that point. So it kind of broke the ice, and it ended up being a good thing. But I just had to conquer that fear, and to conquer that fear, I had to try it over and over and over again and fail until I finally said, okay, I'm gonna do this. So I faked it till I made it. And that doesn't mean I succeeded immediately, but eventually I succeeded, and I got really proficient in it. It became so that I would go on the phone, and it's like no big deal. I said, yeah, those are my kids in the background. I have a tot, and I'd tell my story, and I said, if it bothers you, then that's fine. I did have one guy who said, it's so unprofessional of you to have those kids in the background. I said, well, yeah, maybe you and I shouldn't work together, because I am a stay-at-home mom, and I do prioritize my kids, and they are home with me, and I try to do business, and I've been very successful at it. But I thank you, and you have a wonderful day. And I hung up on him again. I never talked to him again. But that's okay, because he didn't define my business and my success. He was the 1%, the 0.1% that complained. He was the only guy that complained about it, or even had a remote problem with it. So overcoming our fears, we have to overcome our fears just by doing it afraid. Carol Stinson always said that, just do it afraid. And that's true, you do it afraid. And you have to realize when you fail, failures are your stepping stones to success. I've always said that. And you're going to fail. If you want to succeed in life, you are going to fail in life first. You don't just, like my girls, they are excellent at gymnastics. My daughter, she's doing level 9 tricks, and it blows my mind, because she just started 4 years ago, and she was just climbing a rope and climbing the little nets, and I just am fascinated at the progress. Both of my girls are excellent gymnasts now, and it's just amazing how much they learn. But they're not doing these tricks because they just get up there and they do it, and wow, I know how to do it, let's go on to the next one. No, they practice. They practice the same move hundreds, thousands of times, and then one time they go, oh, I got it, I did it, Mom, look, today I did this in class, and I couldn't do it, and I've been trying so long, and I actually did it today. That's how it really is. This is, you have to fail to succeed. Nobody, if you look at any athlete out there, do you think they just were born with these skills? No, these athletes, they go out and they practice and they put time in, and they are doing, behind the scenes, you don't even see them. They're putting in all this work and time, and they're failing over and over and over again. And that is the only reason when they come out and they play, they are the best of the best in their field, because they put in work behind the scenes. A lot of the successful people you see, you don't see all that goes behind it. You don't see all the failures. All you see are these successes, and oh my gosh, she's so lucky. Oh, I hate that word, lucky. Oh my gosh. It's not about luck. Most people that have made it have put in a ton of effort and time and work, and failures galore that you do not even know about, you don't even see. All you see is the outside and what's projected to you. Well, this message has gotten a little long, so I'm going to cut it off. I kind of went on to 2 subjects today, and I apologize about that. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm gonna go swing now. All right, have a great day. Bye.